Hey, what's up, guys? It's Frank here with another user-submitted replay. We've actually got a bunch today from High versus Scan. Speaking of, see the dog being really annoying over here, just body blocking the collection array from going down, and the Morph Core is obliged to continue attacking the dog until it gets too low. And then the dog is obliged to go get the cabbage. Blah blah blah. We have to do this dance. Okay. Meanwhile, back at home, we see the double racks opener from Scan with his overcharged boys. And we see at least two, possibly three, Bobs that are going to be going back to this Therium patch once it's done. Alright, Scout comes back, and just as it finishes up, the dog is back to start nibbling away at it. We also see a creation chamber going down right next to the array at home in the main base. And yeah, we already see Therium production happening. So the first couple units, it's going to be a couple of scouts. This is no doubt going to be a bunch of scout harass on power banks, but we don't see any power banks yet. I say that just as it goes down. Great timing, Frank. And yeah, dogs doing bonus to light is interesting. I really like the fact that this keeps the dogs useful into the late game because the Beryllium Claws upgrade makes them do even more bonus damage against light, which the power banks are. And being able to deny a Celestial player their power banks basically denies their top bar abilities, like gets in the way of their production and like their build speed, gets in the way of all kinds of stuff. It's quite a Starforge coming down soon. I don't know that these dogs are best used attacking an array. There's definitely going to be something that comes out before they're done. We see another Prism. Oh, we're seeing a Vector getting surged out. That's interesting. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way that these dogs are going to be online before. Oh no, and now we see Ascension Matrix. So is he just rushing tier 3? That kind of seems to be the case. Yeah, I don't think attacking the array there was the right call. The dogs just do. There's so much less health on the banks, on the power banks. They don't heal themselves, and the dogs do bonus damage to it. So now we've got all these dogs, and I guess they're still useful against creeping, but there's so many dogs, and there weren't any resources spent on. Again, I was about to say on an expansion, but here the expansion comes. Huge pack of dogs are going to come over and start wiping out these slimes. Nice orthogonal placement on the command post. That means it's going to be a little bit more vulnerable to attacks from the cliff here, but I don't think it really matters. If you put it directly south, it's going to be a little bit more in danger from this low ground. Put it over here from this low ground. I think the reason I like it better directly south is because the Bobs manage to stay on top of the health camp for a little bit longer. Okay, so we are High is going he's vector maxing here. Got another Morph Core going where? I guess to that, yeah. Looks like he's going to that Luminite mine to get up on 4 arrays. But so we saw the early Ascension Matrix, but we don't see. Oh. It's because that's where the recall ability is from. Stealing the vision camp here is a good catch. I don't know that there you go. Yeah, using recall to heal up is so good. It's such a strong ability. Personally I think it's a little bit too strong. I thought this little red bit there was a bug, like some leftover asset that wasn't meant to be in the game. Uh-oh. Alright, so 5 vectors coming in against all these dogs. The dogs are going to surround them, but I don't think it matters all that much when the vectors are still at full health here, even though they've taken out a fair number of dogs. Oh, and they're just going to start obliterating the Bobs here. Hedgehogs are out, but they're not going to be doing any bonus damage. They are going to take bonus damage though from these from the vectors, but there's really not any other not any other unit that's fast enough to not get kited by all these vectors, but there's just so many vectors. And there's the GG. Yeah, Scan GG's out.